Well, Steve Grubbs, welcome back here for your Cougar Courtside show with Washington State University head coach Kamie Ethridge. Kamie has got one of her longtime friends visiting with her for just a second, but she is right here with me, and we will get to Kamie Ethridge in just a little bit. A rousing rendition of the Washington State University fight song sung out here in force by a large contingent of Cougar fans who made their way across the state, and I'm sure some from this side of the state, Coach. And always good to sing the Cougar fight song here in Seattle as you get a victory over the Huskies. And we didn't talk a whole lot about it in the pregame show, but this was obviously where we're at in our season, 0-3 in conference play, one that we really needed and wanted to get, and we were able to do that and pick up really a big win for this program.
Yeah, I mean, this was hard fought. I mean, other than the first quarter, I mean, we kind of got punched in the face again. They played fast. We made some mistakes defensively. They made almost every shot they took early, to get down by 10, I think, and then respond the right way. It just didn't take us a whole half to do it. We did it in a little less time. Scored a whopping 11 points in the first quarter instead of 2. But I just thought the response was great by our team. Found ways to get different people in the post and posted up. And again, I think eventually that kind of, turned the tide for us. We really got some good looks in the post, created some opportunities for us. Really happy with our response. And again, it feels terrible when you lose to UW. And I've been eating that for a long time. So it just feels good to come over here and win on the road.
You mentioned the 11 first quarter points. You do score 61 after that, but only 10 assists on the day. But you still found other ways to get it done. Second chance points, you outscored them 17-2 in that category. And as you mentioned, got some points down in the point and outscored them in the paint 42-32. And you also took care of the basketball. Only 10 turnovers throughout the day today.
Yeah, I mean, I think that happens. I think, they're really good defensively. I've said it all along. They're stingy. They make you work for it. Everybody in this league seems to be. And you got to find your advantage. And, they can switch. They're undersized in every spot, other than Lele, who has some size. So they're good at switching. And it's just not – it's kind of like what we did to them. It's hard to score as a guard when everybody's like size and they can body you up and make you make jump shots. So, again, I think the points in the paint were significant. We scored 42. We found our way there. We made some good in and out plays. We sucked them in a little bit, and then we found people on the perimeter. Big plays by Charlize, big play by LA to kind of, hold them off. And again, I thought our post game, Bella and people came in and did some great things there.
Speaking of LA, 16 points on the day to lead the way scoring-wise, ends up going 7 out of 12. No turnovers for her in what was 35 minutes of action. So it's kind of settling in against the, Pac-12 competition. That's a nice performance from a youngster.
It really is. I mean, I think between her and Charlize, that can play off of one another. One can play the point and enter it. The other one can be in other spots on the floor, more offensive-minded. And then there's just sometimes you just want to put her in those spots where she can go do those runners that she can make. She's finding her way. This is a big step, and she's so unassuming. She's not doing anything, real loud. It's just she's kind of a secret assassin or killer, and we just got to keep having her look for her shot, putting the ball in her hands, because she really is a playmaker. Love the fact that she didn't have any turnovers. Just again, I think the fact that we didn't turn it over gave us a chance to win today.
How about in the second quarter when you had the surge to take the lead? Jenna Villa, who looked a little jittery back here on the west side of the state, playing in front of a lot of fans, but then knocked down an open three, and that really kind of seemed to steady her. She had a couple of big threes. Kira Gardner had a big three. I think it was a 9-0 run when you guys took the lead there in the second quarter. Your bench really helping out in that second quarter to get things going offensively.
Yeah, I continue. Just got to give Kira some minutes. It's just – because she's doing enough for us. I challenge her defensively. We just couldn't this week in practice. I want her to really trust her on the defensive end. But I thought she did in the minutes that she had. She's such a good offensive scorer for us. So she's going to get she's going to continue to build that. Jenna, good for her. Good for her to airball the first 2 shots and then, so what, figure it out and take the next one. And then she makes 2 out of 5. So, again, her scoring mentality, her I'm not afraid mentality is what puts her on the floor, and it's why we have a lot of confidence in her. So gotta like our new players. B was phenomenal. B was just maybe our best post presence all day today. So really a good performance by some of our new ones.
That's where I was going next. B, 12 points, 10 rebounds, and I thought Terrell Wall came alive for you in the second half as well. She was kind of quiet in the first half and ends up getting all 9 of her second half points.
Yeah, I mean, those two guys just kind of, they can play in that high post position. They played off of double teams well. They got some easy baskets. Again, they get mismatches. They got to go in there and score in the paint versus just stand around and want to make a bunch of threes. Although I think Tara's three was big time for us. So, you know, again, I think we're trying to figure that out. Sometimes I think when we have Bella, you're just like, Bella be on the low block, Bella be on the low block. Well, if she's not playing well, we've got all these big, long wings and really good playmaking players. We got to put them there, and we got to spread the floor differently because they can sometimes be our best assist players from the post. So those are things that I think growing-wise we've got to continue to get better, and I think that's what we mean by I think we're figuring some things out offensively that can continue to, again, play to the advantages we have versus just constantly try to, you know, stand around on the outside and shoot threes.
Never a night off in this conference, but now a win in the books, and now obviously 2 big ones at home coming up next weekend. Hopefully the fans make their way out. I think we're climbing out of the deep freeze that we're in. The weather's going to be a little bit nicer next weekend, and hopefully our fans come out because it's been a little over a month since we played at Beasley.
Yeah, it seems forever. I'm so happy for Kyle and the men's basketball and that huge win at Arizona. So I didn't want to be the team that blew it this weekend. I wanted everybody to feel great about the Cougs this weekend. So, but really happy for their performance and what they're doing in their league. But it's time that Zoo Crew gets out and supports this team. I mean, you can see the advantage that we have when our students show up and our fans show up. We've got to have a big crowd on both those nights on Friday and Sunday. Too. You know, Arizona, the top team. Arizona State is fighting for their lives. I mean, seriously, they've got to get a win, so they're desperate. And we'll see how we respond to a little success. You know, we got to still keep our hunger and understand that, gosh, we got to find a win and get any win we can possibly get.
Enjoy this one today. Congratulations on a big win.
Again, thanks for all the people out here. Love the Cougs in this area of the world, and I can't wait to get back home. Go Cougs.